In this global race against the virus, Israel is fastest out of the blocks.
Yesterday it was like one after another. I did yesterday 180 people.
It's vaccinating 150,000 people a day with the first dose. For Devorah and Roberto, who have spent a lifetime together, there's new hope for normality again. I'm against vaccinations, but I came for my husband, she says. It's not urgent for me, Devorah tells us. I'm younger. I'm only 82 years old. 1 in 6 Israelis has now had a first dose. It is a small country with all digital patient records, and all that's helped. So has turning out an army of medics in a place well practiced in mass vaccination.
Currently, we have centres all around the country. Every few kilometres, we have a centre for people to come to. Right now, this is restricted for populations who are 55, 60 years old upwards.
I didn't feel anything. It didn't hurt a bit.
I liked it. In 3 weeks, I will come and get the same pleasure.
They tell us until when we can use it.
They don't want to waste a drop. In some cases, people of all ages have just shown up at centres and got doses that would otherwise have been binned.
In 5 minutes.
But amid the early successes, there's a warning from the top scientists advising Israel's government.
We're not out of the woods yet. We're not even close. The point in which we are now could be the most risky one we were since the beginning of this pandemic. We're in a fierce winter wave. It's hitting Israel, it's hitting many countries in Europe. Vaccines will not help us to contain this in the coming months. This will take time.
Israel's PM did a quick, if higher-priced deal with vaccine maker Pfizer. And he was the country's first to get the jab. He'll hope to turn things around fast, facing a tanking economy and an election in March, Israel's 4th in 2 years. Meanwhile, cases are also spiking in the occupied West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Around 5 million Palestinians are waiting for a vaccine rollout. The World Health Organization is helping, but with no clear date in sight. Human rights groups have called on Israel to provide vaccines, but it says peace agreements leave the job to Palestinian officials who haven't asked for their help. But despite soaring ahead with the rate it's giving people jabs, Israel's just ordered an even tighter lockdown. In this new race between the virus and the vaccine, this country, like others, is finding it is the disease still well in the lead. Tom Bateman, BBC News, Jerusalem.